Really?
Yeah, like through the front panel glass, like took out like the middle of the store, like an hour before they opened. So no one was there, but it was like two 73-year-old like grandpas, both in minivans, got into like a fender bender. One got scared and apparently hit the throttle.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was someone who was like, "No, I hate this game store." Just
Well,
drove into
it's right next to that Walmart, right? Like.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be really messed up. Someone's really got a vendetta against some Magic player.
Sure, against a comic book store. Go through the day. Sure, against a comic book store. Go through the day. Sure, against a comic book store. What game do you have pulled up here, Blair?
I think it's the end of Muon versus
Medium Potato.
Medium Potato.
This is, I think they're Inner Rim?
It's 3A.
I think that's Inner Rim.
That sounds right.
Looks like Juan's got it all but wrapped up.
Yeah, it's done.
Let's go over to Fildo, who's playing his core game.
Yes.
Against Evie Cameron.
I need...
Which one's Fildo? Oh, there it is.
That is Vassal, by the way, Will. I don't know if you've ever gotten around to downloading it.
I haven't gotten it working yet, but yeah, I've seen the interface quite a bit.
Do you have like the latest version downloaded?
No, this was a while ago. Like this laptop has literally been sitting idle for months. So when I turned it on today, I was like, oh shit, it's got like 20 updates.
Right.
So I had to let it churn for a while. And then I'm like, okay, looks good. There's Chrome. I'm good. I got my headset. All is well.
So presumably, Fildo has the Rear Admiral Cheerio. I can't imagine he doesn't.
Did he create the room? Yeah, he's Rock Vader.
Well, he was. Oh no, Vader's up there. Oh yeah, no, this is
His Vader's dead. His versus Vader quick draw in OGP.
This
is like your list, Tyler.
Yeah, is it my list? Is it exactly mine?
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's... Oh, what did you direct hit and what? Major explosion. Oh, I hope that wasn't a major into a direct hit. That's just not okay. My boys. I don't know how there's like enemy ships left on the board. Quick draw's almost dead though. The Vader's not touched. Yeah, no, this is over.
Yeah, it's not
Rat can't survive this kind of firepower.
It's Rack against all three?
Yeah.
This show's only taking 1 damage.
Well, so quick draw's on 2 hull, so like quick draw's kind of.
But he just shot quick draw and like completely whiffed.
Oh, did he? Nice.
Yeah.
The quick draw got 3 evades.
It's that lightweight frame curse, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, so we did the math. We did the very scientific math, right? So Agi 3 is just fundamentally worse than Agi 2 plus lightweight frame. Because every time I roll dice for Agi 3, that shit blanks out. But anytime I see someone roll 2 dice plus 1 dice, that shit is always minimum, or like there's a maximum of 1 blank. It's always 2 paint, every time.
Whenever I see a large base ship roll 2 dice, it's always 2 paint. For some stupid jump masters and dash, always somehow roll double evades.
Right?
Always
or the damn Poe.
Well, sure.
Or the what is it? The 0 agility ships getting 1 agility dice, always rolling a green. Rolling the evade, sorry.
Right.
Rolling paint.
Yeah, that too. Did you see some dude was running 5 strikers with lightweight frame?
Someone was talking about it on Reddit. I haven't seen anybody actually fly it.
There's a lot of attack that's coming out of it, and it's very mobile. But yeah,
well, yeah, I've done a lot of experimenting with the random like 5 20-point, 3 attack ship, whatever's, and they're solid if you can, know how to fly. But
of course, he has weapons failure too. Jeez.
The strikers would be interesting just because of all the movement options. Although I did see one of his battle reports that he was going up against the snapshot A-wing swarm.
Oh, woof.
so it would trigger twice because of his ailerons and then the maneuver. So he'd get snapshotted twice in a turn on some shots.
Oh, terrible.
It's not good.
And then none of the snapshots trigger like frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think they just updated OBS because like every help, I kept googling like help, and it was all with the old version, which is like had a way different interface. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure this all out. It doesn't look nearly as good as it used to.
It's probably fancier. It's not just super simple like it used to. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
very, like simple in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything, even from like early 2017, is like completely different. Well, I guess we'll stick with this for tonight. All right, I'm gonna get a beer. I'll be right back, boys.
All right.
Wait, shit. Did I? Ooh, I can go back on stream and find out. So Minoc has the whole like thing going on right now for if Vader kills every ship on the every one of your opponent's ships.
Yeah, I've tried doing that.
I think I did against the first Kanan Biggs I played, and I think I have it on stream so that I have proof.
Oh, nice. It
Right?
was in the top cut as well?
No, it was during Swiss.
Okay, so Brian said in the last podcast that I might be removing the top cut requirement, so that might cover for it. You can send him a message though.
Well, and because I don't have the stream I have a top cut one, like,
Okay.
but then I know Vader at least killed 2 of the remaining ships. No, I bet Rat killed Kanan. Never mind. It's tough because like Vader shoots at 11, right?
Yeah, he shoots first. I tried doing it with I did a cruise missile VI Vader with 2 TLT CNR specialists and an academy. So just weaken them with the TLTs in the academy and then leave them at like 1 hit point so Vader can try to finish it off.
That's fair. That's fine.
It
Didn't go as planned.
It turns out Vader's a trump when he doesn't have Palpatine around.
He's not the greatest. I mean, he still works, but it's just kind of like, oh.
Yeah, so in one of my games, he was doing a chicken with a near Drew with cruise missiles. I arc dodged him. He did a 3K, so all he had was a target lock. He fired it off with his 5 dice through an asteroid, and a hit crit went through just through my evade and my 4 dice, and the crit went major explosion into direct hit.
Into direct, jeez.
Oh, that's not direct hit. It was major explosion into major explosion into.
Oh, right.
It's just as worse. It's just bad. So I was like, oh yeah, great. Okay, I'll just get one-shotted right here. I managed to like still scrape some type of points out of it, but not win. And then like the other game, only one game did Vader do anything, but he failed to kill the 1 hit point ship with 1 agility. It's like great. So it's like, oh, I guess.
Oh, sure. Yeah, right. Like when you just have the target lock, you're like, yeah, just don't roll paint. Like I'm not gonna roll paint, but you could maybe not roll paint too, and then yeah, that never happens.
And then the last ship it was a 3 hit point YV666. I was like, ooh, I have an academy with no tokens at range 1. Do I take this shot? It's like, yeah, I should have killed him. And I roll hit crit on the roll from the academy, and he rolls blank, so the academy kills. It's like, oh, you stupid thing.
Oh, Biophysical is playing K-Dub.
Yeah, that'd be decent.
They're into it, but it's still a game, looks like.
I don't know, Chris Allen's in that room.
Dude, so Kalen,
Yeah?
I think I told you this, Tyler, but the tournament I went to up in Vancouver, BC 2 weeks ago, the last round, I was 3-0, and then this guy 100 owed me. And he had cardboard templates, so I'm like, alright. So I tell him all about it, And then he's like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Thanks, dude." And he like emails them, and I even like give him the picture and all that BS.
Right.
And then he goes and like posts it on her Facebook page. I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" Like,
Well,
what
they're
the
supposed
hell?
to post it on the Facebook
Not
page.
our
So that's part
Facebook
of-
page, the Carolina
put it on
Facebook
ours?
page. Yeah.
That's even better.
Well, you did also message him because he might even have your range, your 1-speed maneuver.
Oh, he might. Yeah.
'Cause we couldn't find it.
Uh,
I can't believe you got 100 owed by him. I just.
So to not get 100 0'd in the top 8 game, I sat rack with like 1 or 2 hit points at range 3 of Kanan, like with the TLT full mods and everything like that, so that I could fix my weapons failure crit and then explode Biggs that was range 1 of me with 1 hit point, or with like 1 shield, 1 hit point.
Just to get
Yeah.
that kill.
Yeah, I was like, because there's like I didn't have a way to get back onto Biggs like in a meaningful amount of time, and I was like, and then he'll have all his shields back. I'm like, and then I'm not gonna be able to punch through. So like, fuck it, I don't care. There's no real way I win this game anyway, so it's whatever. Yeah.
so for all 60 watching, I think 4 have
And like
us.
4 of those are us.
This is B team. Who wants to tell the origins of B team? Anyone?
Well, we already recorded them, but that's part of the lost episode, so
You'll never get to hear that, people. I already deleted
Right.
it.
it's gone. It's gone to the ether. Basically, we're all the non-commissioned pirate officers, right? So we have the janitor, the cook, the designated shuttle driver, I guess.
I'm the
Right,
getaway
pres-
driver, bitch.
Yeah, we presumably have a shuttle driver, right? Kaylin, what's your position on the ship?
I don't have one yet. I guess I'm right now. Just.
Red shirt number 2.
Red shirt number 2. The assistant cook, because I did go to cooking school, so I'm an official.
Perfect.
We
You're
bring-
the
we
sous
only
chef.
bring Kalen in to fly epic ships in Hotak, because none of us know how to fly
True.
them.
That's so true.
I'm just the extra. What was the security officer from Galaxy Quest?
Yeah. What was his name? Guy. His name was Guy.
I'm Guy.
Have you guys been watching Orville?
No, I haven't been able to watch it yet.
It's surprisingly good. Like, you have to get around the fact that it's definitely got a little bit of the like the Family Guy humor in it. But I've just been like, oh, I'm totally gonna watch this now. It's pretty good. Like Will and Blair, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the new Seth MacFarlane show.
Yeah,
Oh,
Seth
yeah, I've
MacFarlane
heard.
has like a Star Trek spoof on
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably check it out.
Oh yeah, it's the live action, right? It's not animated.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty solid.
Is it okay? Yeah, because I saw the commercials for it when I was watching one of the football games or whatever, and I was like, I can't tell if this is trying to be serious or not because it's Seth MacFarlane, so by default it should be just tongue in cheek
Right.
shit.
It's a little bit of both. Like it does a good job of walking that line. Like they have like legit storylines that are going on, and but I mean like there are reoccurring themes and jokes to it, right? So like his first officer is his ex-wife that cheated on him.
All right.
Right,
Sounds
so
like-
that it's so anytime there's like the big bad guy that's up on the screen or whatnot, if they're trying to buy time, he'll basically like start talking about how like, you know, how dare like could you imagine someone cheating on you, and isn't that just the worst thing ever? Like,
That's awesome.
so but they do it's been pretty good, like, and it's been getting better. Like the first couple episodes I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know, and like 4 and 5 were actually like really good, like I don't know, space episodes basically. Like Star Trek, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't watched any like real TV other than like Cubs games and football. So that's what my DirecTV account is for. And then
Right.
everything else is just YouTube and Netflix and all that other
Yeah.
random crap.
You know,
Just pretty much watching this Rick and Morty, and that's about it.
I think I've watched 2 episodes. I can't do it.
Aw.
Like I'll watch it if it's on, but it's not really my humor. It's not nearly dry and British enough for me to really be behind it.
So this is a list that Bio's been playing for a while. It's quick draw, score to settle, backdraft VI, and then they both have FCS and frame, and then he's got Sunter with target computer and autos. And he's actually been flying it for a long time.
I mean, I don't
So
like it
three-
because it's 2
three
SS,
PS9.
but I like it.
Well, K-Dub's list is even weirder. He's got Yor with Inspiring Recruit and Vader, Backdraft with Expertise, SCS, Pattern Analyzer, Frame, and then he has an Omega Specialist with like the exact same loadout, the PS5.
Because he couldn't afford.
He couldn't afford Quick Draw.
So he'd rather have backdraft with expertise than quick draw with expertise?
No, instead of the Omega Specialist, he wanted to at least have 2 Expertise SF, so he couldn't take. I guess he really wanted
You
Vader.
can't really take either of them, basically.
Well, yeah, I guess that was my question. It's like, why would you rather have backdraft than quick draw?
Because he couldn't afford
Points.
Quick
You
Draw.
just don't have points for it.
Yeah.
Yours not bad, but
Yours amazing.
the thing with Backdraft is you kind of just want to sail by people and shoot them out the ass, and then only turn around when you're...
Interestingly enough, we have one backdraft chasing another backdraft. And they both only have 1 hit point.
Which
Yeah.
Backdraft will
Someone's
win.
doing it.
Look at that. They're like almost parallel with each other, and they're both on 1 health. One's got VI though. Uh-oh.
So one's got the villain skill kill.
Yeah, right.
And then two quick draws are facing their asses at each other.
Sunter doing
I've
Sunter
actually-
things on the other side of the map.
Yeah, right.
I've been screwing around with that. I think it was in the French Nationals. It's been cropped up a little bit. The double juke SS with a hyperwave comms relay or scanner FO to give them the evades at the start. It's actually quite a lot of fun to fly.
What is
you
it
never
exactly?
use the evade.
You don't use the evades until like your last hit point. So it's a quick draw and backdraft, both with juke, comms relay, FCS, lightweight frame, and title, and then you usually have Omega Leader with push the limit and the hyperwave to give them the evades to start.
Were you push on Omega Leader instead of Juke as well?
Yeah, because you won't have comms relay, so you don't keep the evades.
I got you.
Yeah, and the FO has a decent.
Oh yeah, no, it's got 2 turns. Yeah, for sure.
So and you can just focus evade to start. You keep that then not focus evade. You target lock evade to start in combat, and then you just push the limit focus evade every round, and that ship still has the target lock on it. You just don't push damage through as much because you have no juke.
Sure.
But it's still relatively solid.
Why do you take PTL on Omega Leader? Oh, because you
You
don't
don't
have...
have points for comm.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, it's not just points. You need the hyperwave to get the evades
Yeah.
on the SS because
Right.
they can't naturally have evades. So you're hoping you don't play against Paylob or WestJet.
Right?
Because then it just
Dirty.
disables your juke.
Well, but I mean, realistically, if you're playing against West, you just win anyway, so it's fine.
So what do you do with the other 9 points? Frame?
There's lightweight frame on both the SFs. There's comms relay on both SFs, so that eats up a lot of points. Right.
Then you got 5 left.
FCS on both of them.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's a 1-point initiative bid.
Yeah, that's not bad. Quick draw with like juke on 4 attacks? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and backdraft as well. Just be able to trigger out the front and rear. So right now we're actually running a local B league, so we're not allowed using Veteran Instincts is banned. All the most expensive pilots for every ship are banned, and certain selection of ships. So like Asajj is also banned, Biggs is banned, Backdraft is banned, and a bunch of other just like local using ships. So like Ray Pilot is banned. So because of that, there's a lot of more use of generics and like the Pascal 7s. So I tried using 3 TIE SFs with 2 with Juke, built the same. So Juke, comms relay, FCS, lightweight frame, the PS5s, and then a PS5 with draw their fire and hyperwave comm scanner to protect the 2 Jukes. And it was actually surprisingly effective. And I would actually almost run it if bombers didn't exist.
Right.
Or not just bombers. Sorry, if
Miranda didn't exist.
Bomblet generator didn't exist.
Yeah.
I can
It's
get
cancer,
past a lot. Like I think with flying, I can get past some of the stuff with Nim, but just being able to bomb turn after turn after turn
Yeah.
is my biggest annoyance with bomb generator.
I really wanted to ask that question, Tyler, but there's just so many of us, and I'd already asked about harpoon missile that I was like, yeah, I'll let it go.
Yeah, right?
Like, how? Come on. It's 1 point more than a seismic charge, and it's
I know,
mother effing unlimited. And like,
what annoys me with that is this bomb right after Bomb Agenda comes out, we get the new wave with the reload action. So they're already experimenting with reload, an action to rearm. So
yeah.
why doesn't Bomb have a built-in reload action? So you have to action to fix it, or to reload it. Then you won't get bombed every turn because it's so many games I played. It's like, okay, hasn't dropped them, and 8 turns in a row there's a bomb dropped. It's like, great.
That's the thing is, like, Miranda just hangs around. She just hangs around, and like everyone's complaining about Nim, but she is like so impossible to beat with a swarm because like it used to be like when she had to slam, it's like, okay, well, she slammed, she got away, but at least she's not firing. But now you're taking it from the bomb, so it doesn't even matter that she's not firing. And if she's got Sabine, then it's like, oh god, just can't do it.
Yeah, we're all waiting for something.
And like the double bomb, like that's not an opportunity cost. All you're doing is like limiting what ships can take it. So
yeah, right. Well, 100%. Yeah. And the fact that it's unique, like, okay, and whatever.
The one thing that I saw with it was, okay, I like what they're doing because, you know, lore-wise, you know, it did have, like, some type of way to, like, regen bombs and stuff, but exactly that, regen them. So you'd have to have some type of action to reload them. You don't just keep pooping them out every turn.
There's no way.
Even if it was still 3 cost, if you had to spend an action to reload it, that still would balance it out, even with the 2 bomb slot cost, so...
I mean, as soon as they add in, like, an action, what I was saying is, why is it not dual cards? You drop one, flip it over, the other side's the action to flip it over, or whatever requirement necessary to flip it back over.
Yeah.
That's all it really needed. Then, you're not getting bombed turn after turn. The ship that has it, you can't, like, if it's Nim with the boost, cannot boost away and drop bombs. He has to spend a turn to reload the bomb, so he has to hit and run with it. So it doesn't feel like you get... My biggest issue with it is the ship is getting, you force so much chasing around the table unless you're a turret yourself. So there's going to drop a bomb on you. And eventually it's going to come to time you're going to have to turn away from it because you can't survive the constant bombing.
Yeah, I know we've gone through this whole turret wing meta thing before, and it really never has stopped. But like having Miranda and Nim, and I guess to a lesser extent Dash, you know, and Ray just kind of floating around out there, it almost forces you to play turrets, because if you have to point your arc at something, you're getting bombed to shit. Like, there's no way to kite something, you know, and not get, you know,
it's just,
your ass
the
destroyed.
The combination was, before there was no real ship that could bomb effectively and be a turret other than Miranda. But now with the combination of it is... And I guess it was before also, you were stuck with limited bombs, so you had to make sure that bomb was in the right spot. Now with bomb and generator, it's like, how many people have you played? I'm just going to drop the bomb for the sake of it, because I can.
Yeah, well, Miranda, she's technically got limited bomb slots, but with extra munitions, and Sabine, she's got 6 of them. I mean, that's essentially unlimited anyway. I mean, how many games have you ever dropped, you know, that many more than 6 bombs, you know?
Yeah, that is true. But we just got to that point now where it's become so effective. Because before there was at least only one ship, now being able to take 2 of them on the table, both can arc dodge or at least drop bombs and be effective. Yeah, that's my... Like, the whole... Like, people talking about advanced sensors being broken. I think advanced sensors with PS10, like, it already existed with Core and Horn.
Yeah.
And no one ever did it. It's just...
No, so that's not what the problem with advanced sensors are.
No, the problem Sorry, go ahead.
Their advanced sensors are either basically just worse than fire control system, or they're massively crazy bonkers. Like, there's no middle ground.
Yeah, it's one or the other. And for me, there's no ship that was also high PS with EPT and advanced sensors that's also a turret. Like, the combination of all 3, because Core and Horn at least have to face towards his target. So like, you know he's coming in there. And that's why I don't think the TIE silencers going to be too crazy with advanced sensors. Like, it will be bonkers, but it's not going to be run away. If he wants to hurt you, he still has to face towards you.
Sure, but like, okay, so the other problem is Corrin doesn't have turns that are green.
That is true. Yes, and
Like,
the striker,
that is so dumb.
If
It
Corrin
is.
had a too hard turn, holy crap, he would have been everywhere more than he
Yeah.
already was with Origin.
And realistically,
Archer.
the silencer is gonna have faster greens as well. So either like 3 banks or like a 4 forward kind of a thing. To whereas before, like if you had the Nathan ID Corrin, if you wanted to 5 forward and needed to like double evade out to like clear space, like he was stressed the next turn. That didn't really matter, but it was like it felt like a win. Now you don't even have that shit. They just
Yeah.
dial in the 4 and it doesn't matter.
There-
I was actually thinking about this the other day. So, like right now, there is technically a ship that has advanced sensors boosting built in that can get to PS10 easily, and that's Duchess. And no one breaks Duchess. No one really uses Duchess because the Striker platform isn't really that great. I mean, it's not bad,
Well, but you need
it's
both.
not
You need both
broken
actions.
either.
Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. So there's half of it, right, with just the boosting part. It's the adding the barrel rolling and boosting.
Yeah.
Like, doing both is what's going
Yeah,
to be
because
really
like
crazy.
Will, playing IGs, like
Yeah.
they're tough, but they're not impossible. If they had barrel
Man.
and boost, then it'd be like, ugh, then they would
Well,
be
yeah.
something else.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. It's the double repositioning action that's going to make him really silly. Like, if he only had to boost or if he only had to barrel roll, yeah. I mean, that's why, like, at least when I've been facing Nim, I've been able to be like, okay, he's going to do one of, 3 things here, and okay, maybe he'll get past, but maybe I can keep it so that I'm either range controlled out of his auto blaster, or I only take 1 bomb, with 1 ship as opposed to, like, getting bombed by, like, 4 ships or, whatever. But with Kylo, he's going to be able to be like, well, I only have to barrel roll here, or I only have to boost here, or I can do both and just not have a focus, or get a focus from having it from the previous turn from extra tech slots or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be kind of silly, but
Is that
I'm
going to be
still
a
not-
thing?
I'm still not. What's that now?
Is there a new tech coming that lets them be like Ray or something?
There's a new text. There's a new tech coming that we like see most of the words that looks like it's comm relay for focus.
yeah, at least that's what you can kind of
God
see.
damn.
Off.
For 2 points, but there's also another tech slot that we don't have any information on.
Yeah, and on the focus one, if it's still limiting to 1 focus being held onto, it's not so bad.
Right, because if it's like if you can't have more than 1 focus token on him at a time,
Yeah, just like
then
comm
like
relay.
it's right.
Th-
so
they're
that's not
stacking
as bad.
tokens. Yeah, if it's limits to 2 to 3, then we really have to have an issue. Because then let's say if he even just holds 2, the first round focus, second round focus, then now you do
Yeah.
and then now you're sitting on 2 focus tokens all the time.
Well, no.
I'm-
So I'm more worried about like I don't care if it can only hold 1. I'm wondering if it's got 1 held, can I still take a focus action to get a second for the turn?
Yeah, and
'Cause
that's
so like
Yeah,
if I can.
Yeah, I think that even if that was the case, I think it would probably be still okay. But
We'll
yeah,
have
if you
to
can just
see.
hold infinite focus, that would just be dumb. Like you just have a stack of focus tokens following you around and be like, okay, try and shoot me. Oh, you
Yeah, no,
actually
there's
got
not.
me. Roll
I
blanks.
don't. Well,
Title
shit, Ray,
pop.
Ray is that good, but that's out of a crew and it's unique. I don't think it'll be anything like that.
no more
but like,
ships.
so I'm still not convinced that like PTL Advanced Sensor Silencer is the right answer, but Kylo's the wrong answer, and it'll probably be whatever the PS7 one is.
Yeah, we need to see the other pilot because the lowest pilot is
I don't-
PS5.
I don't think you do though. Like, if you're already making him PS0 with Kylo Crew, which is super powerful and relevant, it doesn't really matter if you're PS7 versus PS9.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you bring Kylo
It-
Crew.
But I mean, that kind of makes the ace play possible.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah,
like,
in the meta right now.
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Well, you
I
don't-
just, yeah.
It comes down to like what that PS7's ability is.
Yeah,
Is it a lower PS? It can be a very powerful ability.
yeah.
And
If
you-
it's Kirkanos, no one, no.
Sure.
Well, Tyler,
Oh,
don't
well,
you
no,
just
that's
dump-
not true. Like, if it's Kirkanos, like with an APT slot, like if you could actually run Kier with like taking focus
What
evade,
is
like that,
Kirkanos' ability anyway?
he can spend an evade token to add a hit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Like if
actually-
he had PTL, he'd be actually pretty baller.
You know, he
I
actually
told
would
Mitch-
actually.
He has some capabilities. I use him as a 3 attack dice TIE fighter with a Hellrunner swarm. They didn't feel so terrible.
Right, yeah, for sure.
It's
But
like
yeah,
if you could go back to the Interceptor and give it the Protectorate treatment, where they realized, oh shit, you pretty much have to give an EPT to anything above PS3, or even does the PS3 have an EPT on the
the
Protectorate?
PS3 does.
Yeah, so I mean, they even gave EPTs down to PS3 on that thing, just because they're like, yeah, you need an EPT. Well, go back to the Interceptor and give everyone an EPT above Saber Squadron.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus,
I mean,
they also gave an extra hole to all the Protectorates too, because fuck it.
Well, I mean, that was
but
kind
it
of a
doesn't have
trade-off.
the evade. Yeah, it doesn't have the evade, so
The
that's
evade
fair.
token is extremely strong.
Yeah.
It's the same with the TIE Silencer doesn't have the evade token.
Well, no, I'm convinced, because I've talked to a number of people about this, and I think we've even said it on the show a couple of times, that FFG is scared of token stackers. Like, they don't want another Sunterfell running around. So, like, you just don't have the evade action on the Silencer. Now, it has an evade token in the box, so there's
There is
Probably.
definitely someone getting an evade.
yeah, there's a way to get an evade. Is it spoiled? Do we know what it is?
No, we have no idea. The
Okay.
rumor has it's the elite.
Yeah,
that
that's
allows
what I've
you.
heard
You
too.
get one evade token for every obstacle at range 1 of you.
Yep.
So that's
But
the
like,
only
then
one.
you're not advanced sensor like doing, or not, then you're not PTL advanced sensor.
Yeah,
You're just
you're not
regular
PTL,
action.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I could see, depending on the accessibility of that elite pilot type, it may be useful on other ships. But I
Oh,
believe
sure.
it's also limited to small ships only, because you can't have a ghost. No, not a ghost, but like Han hiding in 3 asteroids with 3
Right.
evade tokens.
Fuck, that's all we need. God damn it.
Dude, so the PS9 backdraft somehow lived, or he died, and the 7
the
lived.
so the PS7 lived because
rolled
Backdraft rolled back and didn't have the range 1 shot on him, and so he just didn't roll. He had no actions and didn't roll well.
And
then
he
he
rolled all
returned.
blanks into blanks.
Right, and so then the PS7 Backdraft rolled double crit natively, and then added the 3rd crit with the
Yeah.
back ability.
X-Wing.
Shot him off the map. Yeah, it still doesn't matter. There's 2 1-hit point SFs against like basically a full health quick draw and a full health Sunterfell.
They
Yeah.
can do it.
So that backdraft pulled a Sunny blunder.
Yes. Like, I want to run that stupid pilot just so that I can disrespect drop the drop
extra
the extra blank evade dive when I fucking 3 blank out.
When I was TOing down in Portland, when I went down to see Lyle, this guy was like kind of new, and he was running Sunny, and he thought that you could just like anytime you rolled whatever, like you could choose one die that you rolled and just add that. And I was like, no man, sorry, you can't do it. He was so hurt. He was like, oh, that sucks.
That would be actually ridiculous.
That'd be pretty awesome, but no.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
I mean, these PS1, I don't even think that would have broken anything. It would just been like, oh, I rolled a hit. Well, here's another one. You're gonna want to kill this thing.
Yeah, he just get focus fired. As long as Scum doesn't have bigs, it'd be fine.
Yeah, that's what the week's for.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
So you can have it. So you can get your own bigs.
This brings Squeak every time. Hope you play bigs, please.
Yeah. And if you don't see bigs, be like, ah, sad panda.
I'll just take some other broken abilities.
just fly him right into the heart of everything. Be like, hey, maybe he'll act like bigs if I fly him stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so let's watch J Chav Danith versus the Grodon. This is actually my division, and one of them is flying basically the old Fairship Rebels, but he's got Rourke instead of Biggs. Yeah,
The
and then
old Fairship Rebels? Like, well, just Fairship 1?
Fairship 1.
Is
And
it
then-
the Gunnar Braylon, TLT, Inspire Recruit, Rogue, Jess, and Captain Rex?
Hey, they're using our mat too. Look at that.
Look at that. And then Lowrick and Ray. So here's what I want to ask: is
Does
like,
Lowrick have a seasoning salt?
so all you ever see, you like, well, not all, but so many people are running Lowrick with Biggs. But like,
Yeah.
doesn't it make sense to kind of run him just with other stuff too? Because if you have to
So-
shoot him, you have to fire through that reinforce every time. But if you shoot anything else, then it's a free evade.
Yeah,
The-
that's fair. I can tell you from experience playing against multiple like rebel ship style like 3 and 4 ship rebel lists that have bigs and that don't have bigs that both have Lowrick. It's significantly easier when they don't have bigs, because I get to choose what I'm doing. And that ability, especially with Kylo, like makes it stupid. But like even without Kylo, it's like it's one of those things where you look at it, and I can look at it from the outside and go like, oh, if Biggs was banned, like I think Lorwick's fine, and I think he slots into Rebels really well, and he does good stuff. With Biggs in there as well, to where it's just a free evade to Biggs every damn turn, like it sucks.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
It's the stacking of all the evades onto like one ship.
Yeah.
The problem, because I'm fighting against Lorwick by itself, so many times I find it's actually extremely easy to take out, because he can't K-turn, he doesn't really run away so nicely, he sets the stated formation. Biggs can be in so many different areas in that range 1 bubble, and then also to break off and force you to split your fire. You don't have to chase Lorwick away to finish him off, because you know when he comes back in, it's going to take him forever to get back in comparison to Biggs.
Yeah. But hey, this is the perfect game to look at it, right? Because we have a Lorwick without a Biggs.
Yeah, this is a really cool list that... I
think Jin on the Azatok to begin with is stupid good.
Oh, Jin
absolutely. Plus, but I like it with Rey, because I've always found that Rey just runs out of focuses. So
yeah, Rey just dies. Like this will be really good if he's dumping focus and evades or focuses to Rey, to where she just has all the tokens. Yeah.
Yeah. The issue here is how long Rey will live, or how long Lorwick will live. Like Lark's doing greens every turn because of experimental interface.
Yeah.
He at least has Ezra Predator to do damage. So he's reinforcing...
But that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. But, yeah, I think countermeasures on Rey is going to be pretty big, too.
Yeah. I fucking hate countermeasures.
Well, the only issue here is that there is a stress hog on the opposite side too. So as soon as Lorwick gets double stress, that's it. Lorwick can get burned in one round, and then Rey has nothing.
I loved when that guy won Europe with Miranda and Lebo, and like the top comment on Reddit was like, "Remember when countermeasures sucked?"
Right? Sure do. Oh. Interestingly enough, it's still not great. Dash is still the right answer. Please stop Europe, but it's fine.
Dash is the right answer, but so is countermeasures. That card is money.
No, countermeasures are great, but like in that set, you just don't have the points for it. Just accept that you don't have the points for it, or go crazy and like run Mangler Cannon countermeasures. Like, Dash is still the right answer there.
Also, you can probably get away with Mangler Cannon right now if no one's bringing any of these high agility ships back, because you can just Mangler Cannon.
Yeah. Dude, it's I lost to that at Gen Con because he had Mangler Cannon, because I couldn't hide in the bubble with Rack, and he'd leech a crit through every turn.
Yeah, because the HLC, of course, is very good, and especially versus 3 agility ships. Right now, it's like, who's flying auto thruster 3 agility ships?
I wish I was. Yeah. Come on, I need another title update for a TIE Advanced. Give me auto thrusters.
My game on Tuesday, like I told you, was kind of funny because he was running countermeasures on Rey. But I literally gave him no choice to use it other than when he was about to fly off the board, and he's like, I guess I gotta use it now to maybe not die by flying off the board. And I'm like, all right, well, you're facing away from me, so that's 2 agility. As soon as I roll 3 paint, you're ion.
Yeah. This one Will was running ion control robots.
Nice.
It's like good luck. Yeah, dude, I'm not like. I feel like, having played that list over 2 like local events and seen Will play it at like a couple of major events, I'm not convinced that list isn't just like stupidly broken and we just haven't seen it like flown well yet.
I was trying to convince Ricky and Lyle to fly it this weekend,
it's
but
hard. It's not. It's super hard.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of tact.
And but it's like, it's such a different game.
Mm-hmm.
Like so when I was playing it at like one of our local league events in Bloomington, like we have a number of guys there that they're really good players, and they just didn't see what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so there was a point where I was like, you just didn't lose the game because my dice got hosed and I didn't roll like above 2 hits on like 2 gun or tractor beam shots.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, it wouldn't have been that bad. And I was like, no, hold on, let me show you how bad this would have been. Like, you would have been rolled here, then you would have been ioned, then you would have been cargo shoot ion bombed, and then you were off the board the next turn. And they're like, but I'm here. I was like, yeah, but you're tractor beamed again, so you'll be over there, and now you're off the table.
Yeah.
Like, oh, holy crap.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I swapped out, because because I kind of started like I told you this, Tyler, like way back in like I don't know, it was maybe 7 or something.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really try the ion control really much right when they came out because I'm like I need to do damage.
Yep.
But I did start toying around with ion flechette combo on both. You know, you ion one and then you try and see if you can stress them. If not, okay, they're still ioned. But flechette cannon is just so inefficient that I never really used it. So I was like, well, this isn't really clicking. But then it's like, well, cargo shoots are a thing that can really add the stress. Ion bombs really help. But it was really when I added the tractor beams with the ion cannons where you could really move stuff around. That's when it really started working because the biggest thing I had initially was I would ion something and I'm like, oh crap, they're only moving one forward. I'm a big base. I'm going too fast. I'm going to bump into it, right? But again, that's lower PS stuff, which doesn't really exist much, around anymore. But even then, being able to tractor beam it so you get more space so you can keep ioning it and so you don't risk bumping into it, that really helps.
Yeah.
So that was like that weird combo that I'm like, okay, this is actually starting to feel like it works. I don't even think I really used the tractor beam more than once over the weekend, but when I did,
it's super
it was
useful for ace
critical.
play. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just right now, with all the small base ships existing, ion and tractor beam are just extremely good.
Well,
right
did
now.
you see Nathan's list that he won Crossroads with?
No, I have not seen anything for Crossroads. I'm guessing.
So
Go ahead.
so it was Nim and Sol Sixa, like two Scrugs.
Yep.
And Nim had an ion cannon turret. Like Sol still had the TLT, but
Yeah.
Sol would sit out at deep range and throw a cluster mine to give himself cover from incoming fire, and then fire the TLT through it.
Yeah.
And Nim would just get up close to another Nim or another Miranda and ion them, and just be like, "Oh, hey, we're just gonna sit here. This is fine, right? Like you don't mind taking all this bomb damage? Cool."
Yeah, so that's what I've been playing with because of the Ghost with the ion cannon, and then I tried using 3 PS1 Scrugs with ion cannons, 2 with K4 and seismic charges, and the last one with Dengar crew.
Okay.
The Scrug is such a good platform.
Oh,
10
for
hit
sure.
points, and how fast it is. It's like I'm just gonna catch you this net of 3 ion cannon turrets, and then just free target locks and Dengar crew. Just I have rerolls. I can do whatever the hell I want, and I'm gonna hit you.
Right.
It's just silly. No, this ion cannons ion cannons are always strong. The ion control is always good. It's just the platform to get it out there, still do damage and kill the.
Yeah. Well, but that's the trick with the like robots is like the more I played it, the more I kept realizing that there was points in time where I was like, okay, well I've got him ion, so I'm gonna like shoot this guy with main guns, and that's totally the wrong answer. Like that's never the right answer. It's who else do I shoot to control? Who do I tractor beam him so he's pushed closer to a board edge? Like doing all of the other things. Main guns is never right. Don't do it.
Yeah, it comes out to like what you listen. So I figured out the Ghost why for me it was so effective is you have the 2 chances of ion, and it's depending on what target it is, you can just always control 2 ships, or you can still pound them with your 4 dice primary with modifiers.
Sure. Yep.
And so it still has the damage to finish off targets, and then the 3 Scurgs being 3 tactics base, same idea. The robots, you have the choice though to fire your primaries to finish up target, but then you also have just control for days.
Yeah, but it's so like it's just amazing where it's like you get into that setup where you're like, oh, I'm going to just ion you, and now you have to float forward, and you can't do any of your bullshit. Like, oh, there's no advanced sensors. Oh, there's no bomb drops. If Genius got fixed, there'd be no Genius because they're cargo. You drop a cargo shoot on them too, right? So they're stressed, so they don't have actions. So even if they have a turret, they're shooting at focus evaded auto thruster ships.
Yeah, because
I don't care.
The ion robots, they're using advanced sensors themselves, right?
Advanced sensor, PTL, auto thrusters. Yep.
Yeah.
You've got 1 ion bomb and 2 cargo nets.
Yeah, that's really good. No one up here sadly plays with IG, so we have not actually seen it whatsoever.
Yeah. So I mean, this I talked a bunch to Jesper from over in the UK, who's just won. He wins a whole bunch of shit over there, and he's played Brobots forever. He's kind of their Brobot boogeyman. That's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, that better be turning around.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Arcada K turn.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's a Y-wing dial. It's a Y-wing dial completely, except with better greens.
Of course, because you couldn't have worse screens. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, no ship is worse than greens than that.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
I saw that when I first started playing the Y-Wing. I was like, what the hell? My bank's not even green? Oh, come on.
Because you need to put R2 Astromech that comes in the box.
But I have stress log.
right.
I can't do it. Can't do it, Caleb.
I know.
I need
I'm
both.
with you. The wiring's sad.
Sad face.
Yeah.
What's Rourke
Well,
gonna do?
you couldn't put an R2 on there. You had to put the R5 on there. Like that was the astromech they wanted back in the day.
Yeah.
What was that? Like discard the crit or something?
Yeah, it's discard ship crits, and there's
Yeah.
like 25 ship crits and only
Yeah.
3 or 8 pilots.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the R5 was inside the X-Wing box.
It sure was. It sure was. Man, they knew how to market this game even back then.
Yeah. It's like when the Auto Thrusters came out, it's like, hey, Imperial pilots, buy 2 Star Vipers.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's why everyone was like, oh no, the silencer, it's $30. Well, of course it is. You're going to devalue their Star Viper market by putting auto thrusters in an Empire ship.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about other new ships. That Resistance bomber.
Yeah?
I'm really worried for its cost. I'm wondering what that the base level one is. Because if that thing is as cheap as a B-Wing...
Yeah, it is. It's like a Lambda shuttle.
Yeah, so is it going to be... So if it's 23 points, I'm okay with it. But if it goes down to cheap as 22 points for that base level model, you're going to see someone take 4 of them with Axis Corrector. And that's 48 hull on the table with 4 turrets that just roll 2 hits.
Yep, sure is.
Damn.
Yeah, but like, so that's one of those things where you have to go like that seems scaring in a vacuum, but like that's the same wave that Kylo comes out in, and Kylo's just like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing. It's just like that just sounds silly though. It's like, why?
No, it does. Sure.
But they have bombs too, so if I can't actually correct, I'll just bomb you.
Well, if you take Axis Corrector,
will you?
25 each.
Yeah, but you probably just take 3 and then just abandon it.
Load them up. Yeah. I mean, so that depends on how launch works as well. Like if launch is actually good, then sure.
That'd be insane. If you can take 3 guys with accuracy corrector, and then launch bombs at aces, just bomb them off the board before they even do anything.
Now, what do you think they're doing with launch? Because the it's a different text.
It's 5 forward.
It's 5 forward. It fits 5 forward, but what's the timing on it? It can't be before you reveal your dial, just because you fly into your own bomb.
Oh no, it absolutely can. It totally can be. Why not? Your turns clear you.
Okay, I guess that is a way. I'm thinking that they might have put it in a different timing area.
It's possible. But they used launch in one of the missions.
Okay.
And so it was a 5 forward out the front guides, and it was just like a normal reveal bomb.
All right.
But granted, you were using like TIE bombers to do that, so you didn't just run into them automatically.
Yeah.
Dude, if it's after you move, can you imagine Crimson Leader?
No, there's no way. That would be so dumb. If they let you move and then shoot that thing, holy crap, I don't want to play in this game anymore.
Well, I was thinking something worse. You replace your attack with launching a bomb up the front.
Yeah, sure. I also don't want to play that game either. It's a 2 dice it's a 2 dice turret. I don't care about that attack, so I super now care about that attack.
Yeah, because it's just, you're in front of me at range 2 to 3. Here's a bomb. Instead of
it's not 2 to 3, right? Like it's 2 to 4.
Yeah, sure.
Do we know what the rattled condition is yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take an extra damage from bombs, but it's like a crit, right?
You take a critical damage. So if Crimson Leader fires at you, they can remove one of his dice to rattle you, and then when you hit with a bomb, you take a critical damage with that bomb.
Yeah.
Good
so if you have Sabine as well, you go take the damage with the bomb, Sabine, and then take a crit. So even Vader
that sounds
safe.
super scary. But I also remember that ship is never going to shoot me, so I don't care.
Yeah, it has to shoot you in its firing arc, I believe. So
it's not going to shoot at all. It's a 1 agility ship that I can Kylo. It's fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, unless Biggs stays, and he's like, you have to shoot Biggs.
Sure. Okay, fine.
The Bane in Tyler's plan, it's like the wrench in his cog every time. It's like, damn it, Biggs.
No, like, so I can at least get around it for a round now because I have the cruise missile invader. So like, if I really need someone blinded, I can make that shit happen.
But I just say like those ships are in the U-wing territory. Like the U-wing, I was trying to make work with tactical jammer to try to pick the Biggs, but like this ship fits in that slot. It's 9 hit points that can take tactical jammer.
Have you heard my U-wing fix?
Sorry?
Have you heard my U-wing fix?
No, actually.
So give it broadside attacks instead of the front.
Yep.
Like, just
All for
hey,
that.
it's thematic. It's in the movie. They were using that thing as like side gunners. Like, we don't have any ship that is like that in the game. It would move totally different. I don't know as it's good, but it's cool. Like, I like it. I would
always
try it.
thought
I'd play with it.
only had arcs. I had an idea of a ship that only had a broadside firing arcs, no forward or rear, just
Yeah.
side to side. I thought that'd be a pretty cool ship.
Let's do. I mean, it's like you've already got precedent, right? Like you've got all the front rear arcs. Why not have left or starboard after or port? There we go.
Yeah.
Port. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pirates. I should know these words.
We're the space pirates.
I think they still use port and aft or port and
Well,
starboard,
you need to have up and down.
right?
What's above you? What's beneath you?
Yeah.
I think I still gotta call your BS, Tyler. You'll never run it because you would have to run.
Well, I
Rebel.
wouldn't because it'd be Rebel. That's fine. I would still at least be excited to see it on the table. Other than like I see it and I'm just like, oh, do we have to play this game? Like,
Yeah.
is that? Oh God,
I tried
What?
using two U-wings at a game night.
what is
Hey,
going
hey.
on?
It just disappointed me.
Someone
Wait.
lost connection, so now I don't know. They just did it all over again or something. Looks like they're back.
Okay, I was just making
they're
sure
back where they
everyone else is seeing
were.
this.
Yeah.
It's like really small on my screen, so it's hard to even see what's going on. I see the fair
Oh,
ship
that's
is up in the
because you're looking
corner.
at the Twitch feed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say Blair, can you zoom in on the Twitch feed for it
I
so
can
that it's not
try.
like, 'cause it's like half your screen.
See what that does.
Just do like a screen. There you go. Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
you can zoom in that way. That works too.
You know,
It's
I'd
not
say you
bad.
need to change your screen cap to just be more square, more with the entire screen.
Yeah,
Larger.
I know.
You got the entire half sideboard.
I know. I was trying to figure it out, but I couldn't, so I just gave up. Now look at this. We got Morgan Reed in here. Look at that. Everyone comes out for Vassal League. That's why I love it. You get all.
Yeah, well, he just woke up.
No, that's true. But he hasn't been coming on, but now that League started back up, he's been checking it out.
Oh man, so you guys, you'll have to go back and watch both of my stream games. Only try not to watch the second one because it was terrible and I got my ass kicked. But I was using the Scum and Villainy dice box and like putting it directly in the middle of the map the entire time. And it's so beautiful on the stream, like it's perfect.
Nice.
Oh, that's weird.
The more I think about it, Tyler, I actually do think that those 4-star Vipers and Sunny is not going to be that awful.
Dude, it's not gonna be good, man. I'm telling you. You live it on 3. Like it's a solid like. It'll get 2 wins every tournament for sure, because like that'll be the games that your greens roll hot. But
So I've been messing around with 2 binaries with Tracer, the generic Star Viper with auto thrusters, and then
The two Carthax.
2 Carthax, and one has Intel and one has Forlom.
one is until one is okay, sure.
So 5 PS1, a lot of beef, pretty
Yeah.
good firepower,
okay.
but like I
So you have
said,
2 tracers, right, on the Kyrixis?
yeah,
on the
and then
sorry, on the Z95s, right?
yeah,
No, they're on the Kyrixis, right?
no, they're on the
Okay.
Z. It's two binary pirates, 2 Cartax, and then the Black Sun Enforcer.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have points when you got the two
Sure.
skirts.
Yeah.
But I've also been running 4
5K.
Carthax, and then the PS2 Cartel Marauder, or the Cartel Spacer, the M3A Interceptor, with the light stick
Wait,
title.
hold on. You've been running what now?
So it's 4.
4 Strugs?
No, it's the other list is 4 Cartel Marauders, the Kyraxes, with
Gotcha. Okay. You said Carthac the first time I was
well,
confused.
it's 2 different lists.
Yeah. I know. I got you.
So the second one is 2 Cartel Marauders with just
Harpoons.
Tracer, inertial dampeners, pulsory shield, vectored thrusters, and guidance chip. and then 4 of those, and then just the light cartel spacer. So those are the 2 that I've been wanting to test out on Vassal League.
Okay, so on the Kirax, if you've got title, it makes the harpoons 3 points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you still can't get a 5th ship in there.
No.
No, I'd have to drop. I could drop Pulse Ray Shield, which I might try that out. But harpoon is scary when you got like 5 ships on the board, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I'd probably rather just do cruise missile. But I got one list that is like kind of crazy. I actually don't even want to spoil it yet because I don't know. I haven't played it, but it's like crazy. It's crazy as hell. But I think there's like actually some potential.
Is it Justero?
No, it's kind of similar to my Seattle list. I'll just say that, but I haven't even played it yet, but I'm also like kind of thinking it's gonna be like my front runner for regional season.
Nice. So Zach Bart's been running a Justero bombing bumpmaster Thweek, like 3 ship list that harpoons you in the activation phase because they're all PS4.
What?
Right? So yeah, so like the bomb master drops a bomb on you after Justero, who is the guy that gets to shoot you anytime you take damage from not an attack.
Uh-huh.
So a bomb gets dropped on your face in the activation phase.
Uh-huh.
You take bomb damage that is Cad Baned to do damage, and then the harpoon hits you in the face in the activation phase before you've done actions.
Oh, that's such BS.
Right? It's so dumb. And so he at Crossroads he was judging and like running all the stuff, so he couldn't play. So he gave it to one of his locals that was fairly new. And it's not like a super hard list. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. Like, here's my win condition. This is what I want to do. And he ran into Luke Carrington, who was running 3 arcs. And Luke went, I know what's going on with this. And he just flew away from him all game. He's like, it's fine. I got 2 dice out the back. You can't do any of your bullshit if I'm running away from you.
Yeah.
It's a Kirax fighter. I'm fine.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly right.
He was the guy that came up with that. Did he come up with that, Jake Poe, Kyle, or did he get that from someone else?
No, he was doing that for, I mean, I don't know if he was the first person to ever, no. God damn it, sorry. I don't know if he was the first person to ever put those 3 ships together or whatnot, but I mean, he's flown a whole butt ton of different versions of it. He won the Bluegrass Open with it, like, last month.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a newer aged version of it. So he had R5P9 with primed thrusters and intensity.
Uh-huh.
So he was able to continue boosting to get his token up to be spent.
Uh-huh.
And regen if he needed to after like talon rolling or so he was even like, I talon rolled onto a debris field, took 2 stress, and was able to keep focus up the entire time because I was boosting it for it, and then not spending it on shields if I didn't get shot.
Yeah.
And then standard Jake, and then so Kyle was super struck down, or at least super budget.
Well, he already had it super budgeted. It was like nothing but Auto Blaster last time.
No, he had Chewie and Moldy Crow on it before.
Okay.
No, it was You Can't Kill Me, Hawk. Trust me, I fired a whole goddamn crack storm at it, and the thing came out the other side.
It worked for Dom.
It worked for me the first time I played him too. The first time I played him, the fucking thing died. Then I shot it the second time.
Oh, good.
I don't know if Dom watched my game at all or not, but like Dom set up, and so he set up in the other corner, and he's like, every crack storm I played, which he played 5 of us at that tournament.
Wow.
Like he played every crack storm player, including me twice. We all went 5 forward up the side of the board, and Dom just 1 hard turned in.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, wait, what? You 1 hard towards me. That's not okay. Now what do I do?
Mm.
That sort of reminds me of that game against Josh way back when I just turned my entire swarm right at Chewie as he's trying to sprint down the board edge. There's like 1 hard, like I think 4 or 5 of the ships are range 1 of Chewie, just like by Chewie.
It's pretty funny. In the final at Idaho, Kalen was there, but the guy was playing Travis. He just really made a mistake with Vesseray, and he died in like 2 turns. So then Omega Leader was like trying to come in and get in behind my swarm, but Vest died like a turn earlier than he had wanted him to. So then it's like, I just hard left 2 my entire swarm, and Omega Leader's like right there, like right in their face, and like the whole room just kind of started busting up loud. Because like, what's he gonna do? It's like 5 ships against Omega Leader. That's pretty good.
Target lock all of them, bitch.
Yep. Well, it's just Tracer, and I overkilled him so badly. I could have killed him twice if I'd wanted to. It was pretty good.
He could have ran with Omega Leader, but decided to just like 3-bank towards all 5 ships.
Well, he could have ran, but if he runs, I'm just gonna go after the shuttle and kill that in 2 turns. So it's like it didn't even matter at that point. So
yeah. It did help that when Vessery got clipped and just got double stressed on the first pass, and then it was just game over.
Yeah.
Him, right?
What's up, boys?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, Lyle?
Or Lyle.
who let you in?
Everyone has to go home.
I've actually been watching the whole cast.
How do you find
haven't
us,
been doing-
Lyle? We're hiding
We-
down here in the bells of the ship. I didn't think you'd find us.
Yeah, you can't come down to the peons poker
Yeah.
ring.
This is not the officers'
But if
quarters.
you guys remember, you came to me to get beer for this event, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Likely story,
Not
What?
Not
There's
me.
supposed to be beer? Where's my beer?
right?
I was not
there-
told this.
I already drank it all.
In fact, it is in my fridge. The problem is that is over halfway across the country from you right now.
So you'll be happy to know that I'm assuming your bad luck might continue, and I've packed a backup version of your list for the Evergreen Cup.
My bad luck will continue.
You'll leave your shit on top of a car, or, who knows?
That's not bad luck. That's just me being me.
Hey, you did not forget your stuff at a store in Vancouver. You just forgot your range 1 movement temple, or your movement 1 temple.
Mm-hmm.
You went forward.
That's not. I mean, you don't really need that one, right? Oh wait, you play like Triple Swarms that 1 forward to victory.
Yeah.
And barrel roll with doing.
You should have like multiple copies of that one.
Yep.
You did 3
I think I have 5 acrylic 1 maneuver templates in my normal tournament box. Yeah, it seems about right.
Actually, I always bring 2 to my games, just 1 for barrel rolling and the other for moving.
Well, and mine are for marking, like 3 things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was-
You didn't
I
mark
got a
that
bunch
tie
from
sword.
the right? Yeah. No, I got a bunch of them at May Worlds from the guy that was doing all the acrylic stuff that had the big case.
My recreator.
Yeah. So he gave me a few of them, or like a few. Those were his like business cards, basically.
Yeah.
Were 1 forward templates.
Yep.
Wait,
I need
is
to
it
rest
recre-
your best business cards.
recreator or recreator?
There's a guy at Crossroads.
I don't know. Well, I would have to go like dig out my tournament tray and actually look.
I thought he was the recreator for a long time. Like, he loves to recreate. But
Sure.
then it occurred to me that maybe he's the recreator because he's recreating tokens and stuff.
I don't know. I actually didn't know who he was at all until I got the pilot skill upgrades, and now I'm sad because they don't fit on my epic ship base that I have to use for my new decimator. But it's okay. Decimator's super cool. Man, like, Lyle, did you see any of the stream from Crossroads this weekend?
I did. I watched your games, man.
Both of them? So you got to see the good one?
I got to see the good one, and I saw the bad one.
I hate that matchup so much.
Yeah.
Ugh. Like, the first one is like a hollow victory because it didn't matter. Like, it did, and I'm glad that I won, but I'm just like, great, I burned the one win I get over Kanan Biggs for like 3 months in Swiss when it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, no, like I'm semi-seriously considering running Jax as my ace. Just as a giant middle finger to Kanan Biggs.
Yeah. Bring back those just auto thrusters. This is like my biggest one when you guys. I think it was what Ricky was asking back a couple months ago when the wave dropped with the Azatec, and you were talking like make a list that beats Nim and the 4-ship Rebels. At the time, I was just going to submit my Kanan Biggs list.
Right. I feel fine.
I was like, oh, there's nothing in those lists that I'd worry about. I just TLT it off the table. Oh no, draw their fire. What are you gonna do against a TLT?
right? Technically take a damage and then still take a damage. It's kind of like with selflessness.
Yeah, the selflessness and draw the fire. I believe the interaction is because the weapon cancels all dice results after before the attack is finished.
Right.
The dice pool that would be moved over to draw the fire gets removed. So you won't actually take damage.
But I think selflessness doesn't. So I think you could actually like roll selflessness if you wanted to, and take any of the hits that are rolled, and then still take 1 damage on the main target.
Yeah.
Doesn't Ion happen the same time too? Like,
Ion same. Advanced homing missile for anyone that wants to take that.
Right.
Tractor beam. So any weapon that just does on hit and then cancel all results. So flechette cannon as well. So flechette cannons bypass it.
Woo!
if anyone ever wanted to use that horrible card.
Oh, wait, did he get all of them with the gen?
What's his?
There you go, Ray.
Base might.
Seems.
We only get 3 focuses anyway, but that's the
Sure,
maximum.
but I mean, that's.
Yeah, I'm still seeing the
Oh, did
board.
he rock
state
himself?
back.
It's been broken. Like.
Wait, what is? Oh yeah, you'll probably have to refresh. Yeah, it's still good. It's good on mine. Yeah, he rocked himself. I can't believe he did that. Oh, brother.
Wow.
It's off the rock.
No, it's off.
No. There's. Will it pop up and say if it's on?
Yeah, there's a new thing that'll tell you if you hit it.
on.
Yeah, there is.
How did Ray
So
not
the
move
Grodin-
last round? Did she have?
Dampeners.
Dampener.
No, she did have
The
dampeners.
Grodin, by the way, guys, he's a local Portland player. He's coming to Evergreen tomorrow.
Who
What's
is?
his name?
The Grodin.
The guy that's playing. Kanan.
Yeah, it's
No,
playing, okay.
the Ray player.
What's his name in real
His
life?
name is, his last name is Grodin. His first name is. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
So.
It's a
Yeah,
weird
it's a
name.
really good first
Yeah.
name.
That's an awesome name.
Oh, that.
Oh, it's Gordon.
So,
Duh.
this is this the wrong answer? This is the
It is
wrong answer
Gordon.
here, right? You don't PS12 Braylon. Does anybody know what the right answer is?
You hit Captain Rex.
PS12 Captain Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely PS12
Yeah.
Captain Rex.
Yeah, because what he's trying to do is get the stress out early.
Why?
I don't know
It's
why.
not like he's not gonna die, and he's not gonna kill Ray. So
I guess there's a small chance he could die if Ray rolls 5 crits and then Lork rolls 3 crits.
Sure.
Does Ray have expertise?
No.
No, she's VI'd to 10.
Yeah, he definitely should have done it to Rex. You blew it, JTav. Should we tell him in chat?
Well, but so that's like one of those things. It's like such a it actually probably will cost him like at least a shield, but it's just one of those. Oh, I always PS12 Braylon so that he gets stressed down early. Like that's what I do. And
Now, would you Captain Rex shoot Ray or would you shoot Lorik?
Ray, 100%.
Yeah, take that die away.
Yeah. You're already at big dice.
Cool.
Wait,
I'm
did
packed.
you
I just want
roll?
to say hi to you guys, by the way. I'm just going to drop out and I think go hang out with my daughter.
All right.
Cool. Tell your daughter we all say hi.
Yeah. Have
Sounds
a
good.
good evening.
Blair, I'll see you tomorrow. Kaylin, I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday.
Cool.
Good luck, everybody,
Congratulations.
on the wonderful Evergreen Cup. I wish I was there.
Thank you. Yeah, it's next year, dude. We're gonna like redo the Patreon and hopefully get a bunch of money so I can
Right.
fly your ass all over the country. I
Yeah,
want to do
dude.
it, man.
I'm game.
Cool. All right, guys.
See you on
Peace.
the
Talk to you
weekend.
later.
Cool,
See ya.
Uncle Lyle.
Oh man.
Redo the Patreon. How do you suppose we'd do that?
I mean, he wants to sell out and get more people to give us money. Is basically
Yeah,
what it is.
get more money.
Or did you? I don't
Reorganize
know if you read the Slack channel. We were like trying to figure out what we could offer as like all what everybody at Gold Squad and all those guys do all the cool shit, right? Where you get things. What the fuck's going on?
We give things occasionally.
Yeah, okay, sure, but they do like stuff all the time, right? And I was just like, I was like, no, I got it. We need to set up some kind of scheme where people recruit people to the Patreon. So it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, but it's like for recruitment. And then like whoever has the highest recruitment, like they get something cool. Like we do something for them. Like, oh, okay, that's all right, fine, I guess. And I was like, what would we do? And he was like, no, I've got it. We'll just fly you out there and you'll go drink beer with him for a weekend. Like, sure, that seems good.
Yeah, that's worth a couple $100.
Well, but it's, yeah, why not?
So you were saying if I recruit all of Vancouver to your Patreon, we'll fly one of you out here to Vancouver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you recruit all of Vancouver, Kalen, I will personally
We'll fly the whole damn
drive.
team.
I will personally drive up to Vancouver for the day.
I don't even get to pick. You'll just come
No,
out here anyway.
it has to be me,
Right.
and it has to be a weekend convenient for me as well.
We got it, right?
Well, that's like that's easily worth $5.
Well, see, it's not like, yeah, like $5 Patreon, no big deal. Like that's nothing. But then you have to get like 10 people that each give $5, and then those 10 people have to get 10 people that each give $5. Now you're sitting golden, like you're the king,
Yeah.
and all of the internet money comes to us.
Yeah, and that allows Blair to come to Canada.
Yeah. No, like I said, if you get all of Vancouver, like all of us are coming to Canada.
That'd be great. I would love to actually have you guys come up here for one of our regionals or big events.
I mean,
regionals is our only big event, sadly, because we
Right.
can't get nationals on the West Coast.
Yeah. So I would hold that thought. Like, I'm guessing this year's U.S. Nationals will be out there.
Really?
Ooh.
I mean, we had it Midwest, then we had it East Coast. Why would we not move to West Coast?
Well, if the people making decisions were like, if they cared about that kind of stuff, I don't
So,
think.
remember, we're on stream there, Blair. What's that?
Well, I'm
God,
just,
if they cared
like-
about it, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain because we got the system open last year, but like,
Yeah.
we never get anything. Like, that's all we've ever got is like the one system open. But I guess they got
Well, so-
they had one down in California too, but
Yeah.
Well,
So, like,
the system
you're-
is new. Like,
Right.
there's
So they've only been out for
season
2 years, and we've only had them really in the U.S. for 1 year. Like, we got it at Hoth the one time, but that was also like heavy campaigning from the local guys that run Hoth or that run Adepticon every year. They had been on FFG for 2 years previous to like, no, we're the biggest miniatures gaming tournament in the U.S., if not the world. You should run an event here. Like, that's kind of why they got the only U.S. one.
But it's
Uh,
God, it's just so annoying. It's like Gen Con. It was like
Sure.
every year is like U.S. Nationals, North American Nationals, Worlds, and then Hoth. It was like it's all Midwest.
All there.
Like for God's sake,
Yeah.
give us
And then
something.
if you add in the Canadian Nationals, is also on that side.
And the Canadian Nationals.
I was just
God,
saying, for me, it's
I know
like-
Canadian
it's like-
Nationals. It's like it's a 2-hour drive from like so many cities there in the Midwest. Just I get it, but
Oh, it's way more. Hold on. It's way more than 2.
well,
Yeah.
it was in Toronto last year.
It's still in Toronto.
Oh,
It's,
still,
It's still in Toronto.
Well,
it's,
Yeah,
it's,
that's-
still, it's still a couple hours, but still, it's on that side. I just more like would like them like it's almost it's we do it for so many things that Canada and America are just make it just count as one giant area,
Sure.
and then have a West Coast, East Coast,
yeah.
right? You just,
Yep.
or even going further and have 4 Northwest.
Wait, hold
East,
on.
Southwest,
A bunch of
South.
shooting just happened. Did they not do any damage?
No.
Braylon
Ray had
got lit the F up.
Yeah.
Sure.
No damage back
No
because-
damage went to.
Because
Lorik Ray?
Braylon missed Lorik to stress, shot Ray, got 3 hits. Ray with the re-rolls plus countermeasures plus focus.
Oh, she
evaded.
popped countermeasures there as well. Got it. Okay, so she's on 3 agility the whole time.
She's 3 agility this entire time with 4 focus tokens for defense.
Okay, that's fair.
And
All right.
rerolls.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
We're Gucci. What
Good old
what turret does that guy
countermeasures.
have? DLT.
And she's not even.
He's good.
Oh, she is stressed though, so
She's
no
stressed.
sloop.
Braylon stressed both of them.
Well, no, she
And
fine.
and he got suppressive fire on her too, so
Yeah, but.
not all bad.
Ray can easily still sleep under this. remember how Kaden Jarrett's triggers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the sloop triggers, he picks the order. So he'll be stressed after it. I'm not sure he wants to sloop, but he probably will. Because Braylon will stress him again with that rear arc. We're just hoping to kill Braylon beforehand. So, like, last round, Captain Rex should have been... This round, Captain Rex should have shot first. Next round, when Braylon's almost dead, make Braylon shoot first.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%.
So...
I was real
Because
surprised.
at best case, you would have forced the shot onto Rex
Yeah.
to clear the condition.
Yeah.
So, now I'm just wondering where Lorik's going. Is Lorik going to go bump into Ray, or is he going to
Ooh.
run or bank up. It's too stressed. I think the best option would just bump into the back of Ray to get shots.
Yeah.
Probably.
It stresses like his damage output doesn't decrease because he has Ezra Crew, so
And
that's
Predator,
working
yeah.
to his advantage.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that he turned the Hawk in like that. I thought he'd just keep going straight.
Yeah, I did too. I thought he was gonna. I maybe he was scared of Yeah, I don't know.
I think just too used to flying formation
Right.
because for just rerolls and other things, not realizing that most Hawk abilities are actually all the Rebel Hawks are range 1 to 3.
Yep.
So as long as you're healing,
Which is bullshit, mind you. Just gonna throw that out there. Really dumb.
Really dumb. They're so OP, aren't they, Tyler?
No, they came out at the same time as the shuttles did, and the shuttles didn't get range 1 to 3 anything. Like,
Yeah, but they're actually good. Or at least one of them is.
dude,
you actually
Rourke's really good.
these,
Rourke was amazing back then.
These Rebel Hawks are actually really strong when you look beyond 100 points.
Oh, sure. Right, yeah. They exponentially get better. So, but I mean, so do the shuttles, right? Like, Kagi's one of the best epic ships in the game. Like,
Yes.
holy crap.
But the be able to support a ship from range 1 to 3 is huge. Look at why Mandarin was so powerful when he first came out. Unlimited range.
Oh, I mean, you want a really boring but fun game to watch? Like, watch my first game against Kanan Biggs, where Rax sits with Palpatine across the map, literally opposite corner of the map, the entire game.
Was it with Fel? Was it Fel Palpatine?
No, it was Vader. So I got behind it and basically was able to range control to where I could shoot Biggs, but I was outside of Kanan. And then anytime he'd try to shuffle them, I would just peel out and come back later.
Ugh.
Well, and it was frustrating too because so I beat John, who's one of my local guys, in the second round on stream, and then when the cut to top 16 happened, I was first place and John was 16th, so I was gonna have to play him again. But I had sat down and talked to him about like all the shit that I did, and like there was basically like two, and it's not even mistakes. There's just like I would have done this here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would have done better for you, but I don't know that for sure, right? Like one of those situations. And one of the things that I would have done is when I was range controlling with Vader and I had open space, had he like 3 forwarded Biggs over the top of Kanan and then ran Kanan into the back of Biggs, like Vader was going to get shot because I had to come forward. You know, I can't stop in space.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about that bumping and the mechanics of both in PS5. Intensity, using Biggs to slow down Kanan is very important.
And it was one of those things where, like, yeah, sure, he won't have the focus for everything, but I don't know as I could have. I was generally like one banking, so I might have been able to like control the space, but even still, it gets Biggs on the other side of Kanan again, so I can't. Yeah. I have to come back and reapproach that range control.
Were they still using Ray Cruz? He still has a focus, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
yeah.
It's not something. Yeah, because I have a lot of practice with the original Kanan Biggs. I used Advanced Sensor Recon Spec Tactician.
Sure.
Back in the old double stress on TLTs.
Mm-hmm.
That was at that back then it was Jump Masters. I didn't need FCS at the time. I wanted especially range control, bump control. So I was already used to that. So moving into the FCS style and stuff like that. A lot of people, since they're always just strapped FCS, they don't think of bumping as an option. And then realize how important it is to bump your own ships. This is like flying any mid-range or low PS, like generics as well. And Blair, you all know that. You have to bump control your own ships to maintain arcs, maintain distances.
Yep. Why is he target locking? Why would you ever target lock with Jess?
M9G reroll.
Ah, okay. He actually has M9G down her?
Yeah, it was target locked on Braylon.
Got it. So that he.
So right now he's making sure that
all right.
That Ray doesn't get to sloop around, because I'm guessing Ray was going to try to do the 3 bank to the left, try to figure where Rourke is, turn around there. So this way he bumps into Braylon, doesn't get a shot, shoot Braylon, has to shoot. It's going to shoot Captain Rex anyway, because Captain Rex. The only issue with this is Captain Rex is not facing anyone. Oh,
yeah, I don't think he would have. Yeah, the one forward was the right call there.
Yeah. Well, actually, pretty much any maneuver because he has Kanan and Jarrus, so it would just
right. Yeah, well, sure. Yep.
As long as he put himself in the rock, it's all good. Like, if you look at this position, if he did a hard 2 left, he'd been in perfect space.
Wait, is that? How far do we have? Yeah, okay, we got plenty of space. I was like, does that Hawk have board space? But he does. He's fine.
Yeah. He's doing a hard 2.
Yeah. Who cleared crit?
What was it? Oh, Blind Pilot.
Oh, was Braylon blind?
I guess.
Woof.
I guess that's what that's the only clear crit I can see by shooting first. Oh, really? Shooting Rourke Garnet, not Captain Rex, that you have suppressed?
Weird.
Interesting.
This has been Rex.
Oh, there's Rex.
Wrong R name.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Yes, it's highly possible you just explode Rex this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I know from lots of experience of having TIE fighters just get evaporated for no goddamn reason.
Yep.
No, it's 5v3, bro. Well, yeah, sure. 4v3 plus 1.
Yeah. Oh, MIG at the crit. That's gonna be big. If he pays attention. Reroll the crit.
You see on Reddit, it says parents remember to check your kids' Halloween candy for poison. There's a picture of a K-Wing, a Jump Master, and a Skurg.
Need to add Kanan in there.
Yeah,
What did he reroll?
Well,
Did he reroll crit into crit? Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Jesus. Of course he did.
yeah, there's
Why?
stabilizer. That's not so bad.
That's fine.
So that being said, you can just die to Lorik's attack.
Yo.
On the Halloween candy thing, I always love the pitches that shows a parent digging through the candy and bypasses the needle and all that and digs out a Nickelback CD.
Perfect.
What Braylon? I guess Braylon's blinded and he's gonna die. Okay, well.
Who's he shooting?
Range 1 to Braylon.
Yeah, you should shoot Braylon here. I agree with that.
Oh, I got him.
Just get him off the table so he can't.
I thought he
'Cause
finished on Captain Rex, but yeah.
Well, no,
give
it's
him-
way
give
more
him
important to not
stress.
get stressed next turn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
There's some picture on Facebook the other day. It was like, one of those PSAs for reminding people to check, your kid's Halloween candy. It's like, hey, be careful. This is what I found in like my kid's lollipop or whatever. And then the next picture was just like a giant butcher knife coming out of the lollipop.
Check your candy. I like the one that's it's a gun with a candy corn glued to it.
That's awesome.
This is all the great PSAs. It's so good.
You guys see the prediction of the name for the last Star Wars movie in this trilogy?
Yeah. Taking a nap or whatever.
So, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, from his nap. That's like a bad
That's
joke.
good. Oh, Jesus.
It's just going to be like the ending you flash to
Blow the
Luke and he
lock?
just wakes up.
Really? Why are you...
It's like everything is just a dream. Like, holy crap, did Huntley have a weird
He
kid?
can split the parking lot still if he wants to reroll his last two.
Sure, I guess he could. Why didn't he blow the lock there? Is he gonna, does he... Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing my Talon roll next turn round.
Even still?
Yeah. I don't know why. It's not looking good for the 4 ships.
No, it's not.
Sure isn't.
Freaking Ray,
What's
dude.
the health
like-
on Ray?
I've done 3 damage.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
What's the health on Ray? 10. She still has 2
Okay.
shields. Yeah.
Yeah, and Lorik's untouched.
That seems good. Total of 3 damage done.
Well, that's what happens when you have countermeasure 4 focus tokens and Lorik's reinforce.
Is there Scav Crane on Ray too?
No. It is inertial damage. I don't think there's enough points for it. But he probably could have made it work. I don't think Ray right now needs to even go to PS10. There's no arc dodges you try to sloop with. You could probably just get adaptability and fit it, but...
So yeah, I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, they're trying to get me to cover again. I've been covering for people like all the last 2 weeks. I'm finally going to say no for like the first time in my water delivering career because I'm driving straight to Seattle and gonna sit down and play in a Rocket League tournament, and then like get Lyle and Ricky from the airport, and then drive over to Kirkland, and then wake up and go play X-Wing for the whole day.
What Rocket League tournament?
So there's something they're doing down at CenturyLink Field, which is where the Sounders play, which is our MLS team, and it's called like Get To Live or something, where they're gonna have just a bunch of high-tech stuff. Like, there's going to be, like, video games, but they're also going to have, like, a lot of VR stuff. And they're going to have drone racing, so all this super techie stuff. But they're having a freaking Rocket League tournament, and the winner's getting five grand. So this is, like, a qualifying tournament. I don't think my friend and I are going to win it, but we've never played in one.
How good are you and your friend?
Well, I'm Platinum 1. He's Gold 3, which Psyonix has still never released where all the rankings lie.
Sure.
So yeah. So I don't know how good I am, to be honest.
That's fair. I don't think I broke into gold before I stopped playing. I hit that plateau of like,
yep.
Oh, I couldn't play for a week, and now I feel super shitty.
Yeah.
And then, I'm almost back to where I went. Nope. That had to take a week off.
You definitely start to hit a plateau. But the thing is like, I play with keyboard and mouse, which like almost no one does. And
yeah,
I've been trying to install multiple different controllers on my computer, but I can't get any of them figured out. So I was hoping to. Now I've just given up because I don't want to. I know I'm not going to get better at controller in a week than I am with keyboard and mouse. I'm thinking I'm going to be like the only guy at this tournament playing keyboard and mouse.
It's like, dude, they can have a spot for you to put a keyboard and mouse?
Yeah, they said it's going to be all their computers. So they said,
Sure.
But you got to bring your own peripherals. So they said, whatever it is, keyboard or mouse or controller, you got to bring your own.
That's funny.
Bring like a laptop tray or whatever. So you can have your keyboard and mouse on there.
You better bring yourself a trackball mouse.
Oh, trackball for sure.
I think you should go with like one of those like crazy like old school like IBM like mouses or whatever. It's like you gotta blow the dust out of the ball.
Yeah, pretty close.
It's still ball
Get an
mouse.
old ball mouse. Get an old Apple ball mouse with one button.
Like some old IBM keyboard that's all like grody with like
It's yellow.
you know,
It's fully yellow.
yellows. Great.
And make sure you have to ask for the adapters, right? Do you have my PS2 to USB?
PS2 to USB adapter. Perfect. It's like,
You got
yo,
this
man,
random-
what are your PS2 ports on this computer?
Yeah.
This random like keyboard plug to USB.
I used to have an old mechanical keyboard from like '89, and it had two adapters to make it work. Because it went from, I can't remember the old one, to PS2 to USB.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a great keyboard.
Right?
Except it couldn't press more than 3 keys, because back then technology was not advanced enough to press more than 3 keys at once.
Right?
It just beeped at you.
That's awesome.
Too much input.
Don't type too fast. Well, yeah, you'd overload the bus.
3 focus tokens for Ray.
Right?
That was a nice move. Just
Yeah.
3 bank clear distress over with
clear.
Kanan.
Yeah.
Because Kanan's a fair and balanced upgrade card.
Does he fit? No.
Oh,
It's good block with the rook.
good block.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is Rourke in range for Rex, though? That is the question.
That's really close. I would say
I don't think he is.
That's gonna be really close.
I can't tell in Vassal, but
Right, I hear ya.
I want to say yeah, actually, just barely. Let's see if they check.
Oh man, it is 11 o'clock.
How long have we been recording?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
No, someone's.
We spent a half an hour getting
asking,
technical
do
difficulty.
you have a league organized? Real Jin says firing arc, not arcs. All your
What's
extra
that?
arc is your firing arc. The Jay Chav's asking about how firing arcs work for Jin because he says firing arc, not arcs.
It is true.
Yeah, no, but it's still an arc.
Yeah, I
like
know.
it's all yeah.
Wouldn't you have to pick one? You'd have to choose either the front or the rear.
That's what he's asking, I think.
I mean,
But I think
they do.
I think it's all the arcs.
It 100%
does.
does.
Then even the auxiliary firing arc, is that both left and right side, or are they separated to left and right? Right.
Wait, is he trying to like argue that arc versus arcs, like one has an S in it?
Yeah.
I guess you're supposed to pick which one, but
I mean, that's some next level rules lawyering. So like, I
want to say
approve.
though, it doesn't say isn't the auxiliary firing arc the full 180, so it overlaps your primary firing arc? Technically,
I don't think so.
because it's just in
I don't
Vassal
know
that
how
we separate it out, right? In the actual game, it's just your firing arc is 180, so that's why it's a small
No,
thing.
no, your primary is still.
I know your primary still that, but I mean, like the wording for the auxiliary firing arc just allows your primary weapon to be fired, and your firing arc is just the full 180. So technically, the auxiliary firing arc overlaps your primary firing arc.
Oh, Lyle found the answer.
Yeah, in the thing. I just have to check.
Is that one of the Reddit community questions though? Because like, let me tell you, the Reddit hive mind is generally fucking terrible at this game.
I was fiddling and just noticed that the language on Jin Ersos is firing arc, not primary firing arc. Does that mean if she's on Azatec, she can get focus premiership in? And apparently yes, because it does not it does not specify primary firing arc. But it also doesn't say firing arcs, so. But your firing arc is any
No
place
one
you
gives
can
any
fire from. I don't know. But Sozen is a judge in the league, so. But Mon says,
Those are
yeah,
probably
too.
yes. Yeah. I'd have to find one of my rule little packages and read up one of the firing arc rules.
Well, I mean, I don't think that would help you in any way because I'm pretty sure this is one of those like, well, our verbiage on a card is stupid, but we haven't released a FAQ in
That is true, but I still
ever
want
150 days or some shit like that.
to, yeah, I still go back to the source and see how bad is it. You might be able to find an answer.
He got Rex.
Oh, Jess was out. No, Jess.
Oh, no, we didn't get Rex.
No, Rex was out.
No, Rex is there. He's not dead.
No, Rex was out of range of the Rourke's.
Oh, was he?
Ugh. JTAB's not really rolling that
Sad.
well either.
Hey, Ray takes no damage.
It's like the theme of the game. Ray takes no damage.
You thought Fat Han was bad.
Yeah, so those 5 national tournaments I referenced, Tyler, in the interview.
Yeah.
So guys, Poland, England, France, UK, and America.
Yeah, but 4 of those don't count because they're in the EU and they're bad.
Oh.
Oh,
No, not
on.
only 3 of them. Poland, France, UK, Canada, and America.
Oh, okay, Canada counts. That was half America anyway.
So out of the cut of all those tournaments, what percentage of the ships have some kind of way of firing out of their primary firing arc? What do you guys think?
Sorry, what was the question? How many
So-
ships?
Out of
Everything that made the cut.
out of all the ships that made the cut, those 5 tournaments combined, what percentage of those ships had some kind of way of shooting outside their primary firing arc?
Ooh, I would say
Well, all their fair ship
90 to 95%.
doesn't.
Nah, it's closer to like 70, right? 68, 70%.
What do you think, Will?
I think it'd probably be somewhere around 70-75%.
Was it cut or?
Just
Well,
the cut.
Yeah, it just cut.
Was the cut top 16 at all of them?
It's top 32 at all of them.
Oh, 32.
No, US was 64, but it's fine.
No, not U.S. North American.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's probably somewhere around 70%, because Fairship's the main list that doesn't really. I mean, I guess the Azatec does, but
No, you've got to remember it's so is Ego. Like Biggs doesn't shoot out the front.
Yeah,
well,
I
that's
guess,
what I meant.
I
Like
guess,
Biggs
I
and
guess the attack shell
Rex
counts as
and-
well. So.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
okay.
lower. So yes, between 70 to 80. I'd go on the higher side still.
It was 68.5%.
Okay.
Hey, not too shabby.
That to me is like a form of power creep. Because how many ships in the game are like primary firing arc only? Like looking at Rebels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Look at a
6,
different faction first if you're looking
7,
for things that shoot out of their
8,
arc.
9.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of glancing at that as well to see how many ships total over the course of the game now, like can actually like either carry a turret or have a primary weapon turret.
Now, is that you said just weapons firing? So outside the firing, I guess so. Cannons are still included in that.
Yeah, they care about arcs.
Yeah, is anything... Either they
and
had an
those
upgrade equipped that let them shoot out their 90-degree arc, or they just had it natively, like a Sage or
Yeah.
a turret or whatever.
Sure.
And it was like... Yeah, pretty much all the generics were just TLT carriers. It was like every single one.
scouts.
Or a contracted scout. That's all like the generics that made it.
There was yeah, there were just TLT carriers. Yeah, there's a couple generic Scrugs. There's a couple generic Y-wings at a few of the places.
In one generic hawk.
Right?
Poland.
Oh, Poland. To be fair, that's like the dude that runs Rebel Operative, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
And like the reason behind it, like, hey, Chewbacca plus.
oh, it's just so
Focus.
hard to kill.
Yeah, you are tougher than a Y-wing.
Yeah.
A worse dial than a Y-wing, but
Kind of,
That's
yeah.
really hard.
both
Yeah, that's really
they're
hard.
close enough. They both let you do it hard too, so.
Nah, doing 3 banks. Y-wing's doing 3 banks. That's the play.
Well, the hawk can't do 3 banks.
It can. It just has to do it every other turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
every
was gonna say that's at least red on that one.
Yeah, that's the Hawk special. That was what like that move was what separated the Zach Barts from the other bad Jake Kyle Poe players. Is he knew when to 3 bank on a Hawk.
I remember Rebel Operative made the finals at Nova Open. Or I think he won it, actually. Yeah, he won it. Back in the second Nova Open in 2015.
That's the same guy, isn't it?
Who? The Poland guy?
It's the yeah. I thought it was the. Oh no, he came to Worlds.
Oh.
He's been over in the U.S. before.
Okay. I just remember I was like watching the stream and I was like, Rebel Operative on the final table. Who would have thought? It was the weekend that Wave 7 had dropped. So TLT, and it was like a 5-ship Rebel list. It was kind of cool.
Interesting. Was he abusing like TLT tactician or?
No, it's just like Rebel Operator with Hawk, with TLT and Rex spec, like a Proto, another Y-Wing with a TLT, and then like 2 Bandits, I think. Sounds about right.
Huh.
It was so refreshing playing in that Wave 1 to 3 tournament on Sunday.
Right.
Were all the
You know,
upgrades allowed? All the new upgrades?
No. It's literally the only things you can use are before Imperial Aces.
Yeah. So I had stealth devices on Fel and Tur because that was the only upgrade that I really could take.
So you couldn't
I
even
guess
use the
I could
Imperial
run shield,
Aces?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
No,
Wave
it's
3
just
only.
Wave 1.
They should have at least allowed that in Rebel Aces.
I
I'm
was
okay with
telling.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was fine. I was telling everyone I upgraded this year. I only used Wave 1 last year and won it. So I upgraded to Wave 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you were close to winning it this year. Just wanna Zach
Stupid Zach Matthews.
like and not like Zach did something cool. It was just like Zach just rolls stupid
Yeah.
in the mid-game and win.
Yeah, I made one mistake essentially with like I looked at the board state and I'm like, I'm pretty sure wedge bumps, but even if he gets around, I think I'm out of range, and so I didn't push to focus evade Soonter, and he rolls around and he just gets around my academy, and so he's got arc, and then he checks range. I'm like, that's out of range though, right? He's like, nope, I gotcha, and I'm like, okay, well, I got stealth device, still rolling 4 dice. Let's see how, like, he'll pop the stealth device, but I'll probably still be alive as long as it doesn't crit me. Nope, hit, crit. And I blank out. So there goes Fell. And then he wins by one-shotting Tur when he had 5 dice and an evade token.
God.
And he just one-shot him with a B-Wing. I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, because if I get around that turn, like, I kill that B-Wing probably 2 turns later, I think he had 4 health, and then it's 1 B-Wing against her. I don't lose. Like, I just constantly shoot and get out of arc, and then I shoot and get out of arc, and I shoot and get out of arc, and then I eventually win.
Yep.
So him one-shotting both my stealth device interceptors is basically the difference in that game. Because I sniped Wedge out from underneath Biggs to get rid of his swarm tactics crap. So I did that right.
Why is he not spending the... Oh, sorry. I realize you have M9G8. You need to push damage through. Also, why are you not shooting Lorik that's just sitting in front of you? You have a chance of doing damage there.
Well, I did one more to Ray. She's at
Sure.
the shield finally.
What? Cool.
Oh,
Bye-bye, Roar.
Rourke's got a...
I was gonna M9 the crit.
Two
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. He's got 2 agi plus focus. It's fine. You might not take it. Yeah, Natty's bitch. Get out. Alright, guys. I need to get out because I got to sleep. So I got to drive to Michigan in the morning. So,
Alright.
Not in the morning. After working all day.
I gotta get up too.
So do we want to shut the Zencaster down so we can upload?
Sure.
Or do we care about uploading this? We didn't actually talk about anything. Do we just want to push it to Twitch instead?
Do you care about uploading it?
No, I'm just saying if we just push it to YouTube from the Twitch.
That'd probably make more
Instead of,
sense actually, because we were talking about the game somewhat.
Yeah.
So
That seems like a better...
Yeah,
I mean, if
you
we guys
guys
do anything with it, I would do that.
yeah.
We just sat there and spit in the ball, just throwing shit around.
So if you guys want to
Did
leave,
you just fire Hawk primary weapon? He fired the Hawk primary weapon.
What are you doing?
you got a
Why?
shield.
Shield.
You got a shield. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to shoot through that reinforce.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, what?
He probably would have got Lyric down to
Lark's no, it's undamaged.
But
Yeah, it
he
would
probably
take
would have
just
got him down to 4
2 shields,
health.
sure.
Well,
Oh
figure-
yeah, no, he would have lit Lorik up.
Yeah.
with just shooting range 1. Yeah, absolutely.
But I guess he figures he's so far in on Ray at this point.
So yeah, he's done 3 damage. I better still be going all in on Ray.
Yeah, well, if somehow he lives with Jess Pava and Ray dies, there's a chance for Jess Pava to kill Lorik, but just slowly stay behind him. But
Okay.
grasping at straws.
Yeah,
very, very short straws.
I guess you throw for the 1% win condition, even if everything is wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point he's just running for half points and he feels like he can get to it with Ray first.
Yeah, possibly.
Ray doesn't have Jess doesn't have auto thrusters, does she?